Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going thrifting. My nephew is here visiting from Trinidad and my daughter is here on summer break from college, and they both wanted to go thrifting. So I am actually tagging along with them and I thought I'll bring you guys along. I've only been to a thrift store once before, so it was quite interesting for me. We started our day at Goodwill and then went to a few local thrift shops here in South Florida. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know I love all things home decor, and a good furniture flip. I particularly love vintage home decor, so while they're doing their thing, I'm going to be looking for bargains and also looking for items that I could either upcycle or repurpose. And hopefully you stick around all the way to the end. I'm going to share everything I picked up along with upcycling and styling ideas. Let's get started. A great place to get a deal on baskets is here at the thrift store. You can find all different styles and sizes. I loved this little vintage picnic basket. I say little, but it was actually about 30 inches wide and in really good condition. I didn't get the price on this one, but look at all the detail around the outside. I saw this little mug and I thought it was so cute. I looked it up online, and although this is a vintage collectible item, they sell between $15 and $25 online. It's handcrafted in Brazil by Avon in the 1980s and features different cars carved into the pottery. I was so excited when I saw this pair of brass candlesticks, and here's why. Apart from the fact that they have this really gorgeous weathered patinaed brass look, I loved the size. These are 18 inches tall and only $5 each. I had to stop and record this one. This little suitcase, as it was called back in the day, brought back so many memories. I remember my dad having a couple of these. We called it a grip back then. Definitely vintage. I spotted this bowl way down on the bottom shelf, and it was huge and heavy. I didn't care for the color or the finish, but I immediately thought of this travertine centerpiece bowl from Crate and Barrel. I think a little do-it-yourself creative makeover on these would be a great idea to recreate this look. Lots and lots of pre-loved art at all the thrift shops we went to. You can spend hours sifting through original and printed art in both modern and vintage frames. If you are a DIYer, picking up cheap canvases are great for repainting or recreating a designer look on them. This pair of vintage hand-embroidered frames was so adorable. I love the oval shape and the gold around the brown on the inside of the frame. I think these would be nice in a little powder room or a little nook. There wasn't much furniture worth looking at, with the exception of this little guy. This was a solid wood nightstand with cane webbing. It was only $20 and looked brand new. Next, we went to American Thrift Store. We spent most of our time here. There was so much to see. Quite a selection of lamps. Lamps are great to upcycle. I loved the texture and pattern on this one. This would be great even as a vase. I had a lot of fun here. There were so many things: decorative items, flatware, dinnerware, and even oversized faux plants. We then headed over to a store called Out of the Closet. There were quite a few unique furniture pieces in here. I thought this vintage record player was quite a treat. This also took me back. I remember as a child setting the records up and being ever so careful not to scratch them. The final place we went to was a little thrift shop in Fort Lauderdale called Povereo. Not much in terms of home decor, but there were quite a few interesting furniture pieces. These chairs on casters were adorable. I would probably use this as an office chair, but it's actually part of a dining set. This style furniture is so on trend right now. And just before heading out, I spotted this dresser and absolutely loved it. I loved the design and the little detailing on the front. There was some damage on the top, which is probably why it was priced at $25. This was the end of an extremely hot day and we were all a bit worn out, so I didn't get this dresser. But this has been on my mind ever since. Maybe I'll go back and hopefully it's there. We're gonna head home and I'm gonna share with you guys everything that I picked up today. It's probably no surprise that I picked up this pair of candle stands. I had to have them. I looked them up online and found one being sold on Etsy for $25. And I did not want to lose that weathered, patinaed look, so I pretty much just wiped these off and put them on my open shelving. Next, I got this little wooden box. I loved the engraving on the top and thought it was so charming. It actually looked like a little book. These little items are great for layering on a coffee table or a nightstand or even on a desk for holding things like paper clips. There was a little spot on the top of it. It looked like glue, so I scrubbed that part a little bit. I wiped out the entire thing with a damp cloth. And then I put it in the sun for maybe about 10 minutes to dry out, and then I freshened up the entire thing with some Howard's Feed and Wax. I was really happy to find this heart and hand bowl from Magnolia. It was in fairly good shape, and I liked the little detailing around the outside. I had been on the hunt for a new fruit bowl, and just last week I checked out a couple, but they didn't have enough depth. I wanted something that was deep but not too wide. This one was perfect. We buy these large bags of oranges from Costco, and this bowl fit them all without taking up a lot of counter space. I love brass items. I think they have so much character and they seem to hold secrets of the past. This tray had the most beautiful detailing and I particularly liked the shape. Even though it was round on the inside, the octagon shape around the edge was so unique. There was a hook on the back to use as a wall hanging, but this can also be used as a decorative tray. And like the candle stands, I just wiped it with a damp cloth. I really like the patinaed look. I also picked up this candle stand originally from Pottery Barn. It was really tarnished, but I thought at $3 it was worth it. I just used some Barkeeper's Friend and cleaned it up. Barkeepers was also my friend in cleaning up this pair of silver bowls. These can be used in so many ways. I've been using them to hold a couple of my essential oils in what I call my diffuser bar. And finally, I got this little crock pot. The size was perfect. I planned on doing a DIY vintage look on these before doing this video, but I ran out of time. This is my inspiration piece and I'll share in another video when I get this done. Thank you so much for watching and coming along with me on this thrifting adventure. Let me know in the comments which item was your favorite. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and like this video. It really helps my channel grow. See you next Friday. Bye.